This is Sonic, and you're watching SonicsChannel.
Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed is finally here, and I can say from the start that it's a huge improvement over the previous and already great Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Watch this video and find out why I can definitely say it's worth your time. This is Michael Hunter, and welcome to my review of Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. Alright, so starting out you'll see 4 options. Career mode, matchmaking, no, that's not a dating service, but it's for ranked online matches. Custom game, where you can play split screen with friends or with your friends online. And finally, the options menu, where you can adjust audio, display, and controller settings. The game features a great amount of content and includes over 20 characters and 20 tracks to race on. About 12 of these characters are locked from the start and can be obtained by playing through World Tour mode, which is actually pretty nice to see. Living in a gaming generation that's filled with nothing but DLC unlockables, it's nice to see some in-game unlockables once again. Companies need to see that having in-game unlockables is what brings people back to actually play the game again and again. It greatly increases the replay value. The career option consists of 4 different modes, such as World Tour, Grand Prix, Time Attack, and Single Race. Grand Prix mode is probably just as you would expect. There are sets of cups, each containing 4 races. Completing a cup in first place will win you a trophy. It'll also unlock the next cup containing the next set of levels. You can unlock various characters and stages by playing through World Tour mode. You can play these stages either by yourself or with up to 3 friends. In World Tour mode, you play through a variety of different races and challenges, much like the mission mode in the previous game Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Each stage gives you different objectives, such as Battle mode, where you have to take down your opponents by using weapons and try to be the last one standing, Boost mode, where you have to chain together as many boosts as you can to keep the clock from counting down, Pursuit mode, where you have to battle a tank by using missiles, and many other challenges. Yeah, they can get pretty challenging, especially if you're a completionist like me and want to collect every single star. You earn stars by completing these stages, and how many you earn all depends on what difficulty setting you choose. The stars are what you'll be needing to unlock extra characters and progress through World Tour mode. Each racer also has their own set of mods. These mods are obtained by collecting stars and by leveling up your racer. After each event, your racer's experience points will raise depending on how well you did in that particular race. Leveling up will unlock a mod for that character. You can use these mods to tweak your character's performance. It's really useful for like if you have a particular favorite character and their stats just aren't quite to your liking. You'll have to complete each mission on Expert mode, which you'll unlock later on, in order to complete World Tour mode 100%, and also unlock everything else that the game has to offer, like special character mods. All in all, it's a great mode that adds a good challenge to the game and also adds a lot of replayability since there are so many events here. This mode really gives it the feeling that you're not just playing a racing game. It almost feels like a traditional adventure game like Sonic Adventure 2 and a racing game just got combined into one. It really helps set it apart from other kart racers by giving it a great single player / co-op experience. The entire look and feel of the game is a lot more polished than Sega's previous kart racer. You can really tell that they took their time with this game in terms of looks, gameplay mechanics, and modes. Scenes are bright, colorful, detailed, and full of life. And the water effects look amazing. The stages range from Nights into Dreams, Shinobi, and of course Sonic the Hedgehog. The nice part is that you even get stages from games that you wouldn't even expect, like Burning Rangers or Skies of Arcadia. Sonic games are usually known for having a great soundtrack, and of course, this game is no exception. Each level contains an electronic / techno / dubstep / dance remix. of a popular tune that was from that original game that particular stage was from. That's normally the range of the music on the game. And it all works. Having mostly electronic music is a pretty good direction since the game is focused on vehicles transforming and using some type of advanced technology. The voice clips from the characters are mostly recycled, with the exception of Wreck-It Ralph and Danica Patrick. But with a game like this, new voice acting isn't entirely necessary since there's no storyline. Basically just grunts, yells, and victory lines and such. But their voice clip choices do work pretty well. Nothing seems to be unfitting and their clips are appropriate to what's going on. Definitely won't be getting unfitting lines like this.
Who are you, and how do you know my name?
The announcer is actually nice to listen to this time around. He has a futuristic vibe to him and doesn't overdo his talking. We get to hear things like this.
You did it! First place!
Rather than, this.
The winner is Sonic and the crowd go crazy!
Yeah. I also like his tone of voice when you lose an event. He sounds genuinely surprised, as if he really expected you to win.
Event failed?
So it just gives you that connection with the announcer, if you know what I mean. It just makes you feel close to him. Because in this game, the announcer is your friend, and that's what I like.
I'm loving the sound of my own voice.
Alright, so the gameplay is where this game shines, and of course, is also the most important aspect of the game. The concept of having different vehicle types that can transform during races may cause people to say, "This is a Mario Kart 7 ripoff." But really, it's executed completely different, it feels completely different, and let's just face it, it's executed cooler than Mario Kart 7. This transforming concept makes the game feel very unique and like no other kart racer you've ever played. It definitely gives the game its own feel and is honestly really refreshing to play. Each vehicle type is very well programmed. Driving in a speedboat feels very solid and realistic, and the same applies for the flying sections. The handling as you ride along the waves really gives you that realistic feeling of riding on top of water. Each vehicle type controls differently, and they all have a learning curve that you have to get used to. Yet they still all feel like a natural part of the game, and never feels like it's out of place or anything. You can tell they put a lot of time into making this game feel very polished with each vehicle type. Progressing in laps in certain stages will even start to change the track up. For example, in this Jet Set Radio stage, you're driving on wheels throughout the entire race, but once you reach lap 3, the road gets destroyed by a helicopter that shoots a missile at it, forcing you to switch to flight mode. Pretty awesome stuff, I'd say. Weapons are also useful, balanced, and not overpowered. There's no blue shell here, thankfully, which is definitely a plus. Getting hit with a weapon usually feels more like a minor setback, where you just shake it off and just keep going, rather than making you rage and frustration like any other kart racer would. Mario Kart. Anyway, each character also has their very own unique special attack called their All-Star move. Basically, these All-Star moves help you to catch up. During your All-Star move, you can press the X button to attack. Each character has their own special attack, and some are more effective than others. It's good if you're way behind or struggling trying to win. Usually the All-Star move helps you to get back into the game and catch up. It gives you another chance to come back and win. Although sometimes I have gotten it in second place, which is kind of odd. It happens very rarely though, but surprisingly the All-Star moves don't seem cheap or overpowered. They actually feel very balanced. Probably because it doesn't happen like crazy in one race. During ramps and jumps you can perform tricks in the air. Landing them properly will give you a boost. The more tricks you perform in the air, the more powerful your boost will be. A similar concept applies to drifting. After drifting for an extended period of time, your turbine will start to glow red. Releasing the drift button at this point will give you a nice boost. Your turbine will flash different colors up to 3 times during a drift. Releasing the drift button after the third color, which is blue, will give you a very satisfying super boost. All of these drift mechanics can also be used in flight mode and boat mode, which is nice. The multiplayer option includes a nice variety of modes such as Race, Battle Arena, Battle Race, Capture the Chow, and Boost Race. Battle Arena mode is basically what you would expect from a kart racer, where you just battle it out in an arena to take down all of your opponent's life bars. It's a nice mode, although it would have been nice to have a Star Fox-like flight battle arena, or even a boat battle stage would have been nice. In Battle Race, you have the same rules as Battle Arena, but while driving at high speeds instead. Capture the Chow, of course, plays like Capture the Flag, and in Boost Race, you just race with a bunch of boost pads everywhere, and no weapons. Pretty fun mode. From what I've played, online mode works great. Has a basic ranked lobby mode, and also a mode where you can play with people on your friends list. On the PS3 version at least, I've experienced very little input lag, not very big of a deal at all. It seems to be very minor, and really, it doesn't happen all the time either, so it probably just boils down to your internet connection. Overall, the online play seems to work really well, and it's still really competitive too. And it also features multiplayer split screen, which is pretty nice. Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed is a fun, action-packed, high-speed kart racer that offers a unique and refreshing concept to the kart racing genre. World Tour mode as well as local and online multiplayer really raises the replay value. This is one game that definitely deserves a purchase. After playing this game several times, I challenge you to play the original game and enjoy it. This game surpasses its predecessor in every way and even makes the first game feel horribly bad when it really wasn't that bad of a game at all. That's just how much better this one is. Every aspect of the game has been improved greatly and it really makes the first game feel not all that great. And like I said, the first one actually was a great game. It's just with all the improvements that are added to this new one, it makes it hard to go back to play the original Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. And that's a good thing, because that means they improved upon what was already a pretty good game. I would recommend it to anyone who's a fan of kart racers or fans of racing games in general. Even if you're not a kart racing fan, the vehicle transformation concept along with all the content that's in this game might just be enough to lure you in. It's a great game that I highly recommend. The only complaint that I would really have is that there's no sound test mode to listen to the awesome music. So I really don't have much to complain about. Overall, it's just a great game. For what it is and the price that you're paying for it, I'd give it 5 out of 5 rings. Even if it was the full $60, I would still buy it. Definitely worth a buy, and it's one of the best kart racers I've ever played. And that's really saying a lot, because I'm a pretty big kart racing fan. Well, that's about it for my review. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe for the latest Sonic related updates. Also be sure to check out Mike Lee Games for my non-Sonic related videos. Thanks again for watching. This is Michael Hunter, and I will see you guys next time. Later.